Look at these two clips and tell me if you can spot the difference. Did you catch that? That's right. The one on the right had a whopping 500 luck. This is one of the problems I have with Dark and Darker's luck system. Because of the lack of mechanical feedback from the game, it often feels like it's a waste to have luck roll on gear when you could have had something more useful that would make clearing monsters and looting just more efficient. Now frankly, after looking at the Dark and Darker wiki on luck, I'd probably have the same chance of understanding it if it was written in Wingding, so I'm no closer to knowing how their system works, let alone if something like that is even feasible for them to do. So we're on our own in this one. First, we'll give every chest a range of defined values that correspond to an item rarity, as well as a maximum number that can be rolled when determining what rarity of item the chest should spawn. When we open a chest, we roll a random number from 0 to that max, checking what rarity an item should be. We then add our player's luck value to that roll to determine if the item has changed rarity brackets. If it has, we can then use that to display an indication to the player that luck has an effect on the outcome of the item. We can adjust these values and brackets however we like for every chest. Now, even with this luck system, gear is still inherently random, and just by using this system doesn't mean the player will find the rolls they're looking for, which brings me to my enchanting solution. First, we'll model and paint something up that we can use as our enchanting station. You'll be able to find these within the dungeon at capstone modules. Enchanting stations will allow you to reroll stat values, upgrade an item to the next level of rarity, and reroll enchants at an existing rarity level. Players will need to collect magic essence as a resource to fuel these crafting actions. Depending on the action will depend on the rarity of essence you'll need. Obtaining these essences is either done by finding them within the dungeon, disenchanting gear of the relevant rarity, or converting essences into different types at a set ratio from a vendor or crafting station. Once a player finds an enchantment they're happy with, they'll be able to lock in that enchant for subsequent rolls using a magic stone, a resource dropped from killing monsters of any type. As for what enchants gear can have, each piece of gear can have any enchantment, but specific pieces of gear have higher max numbers than others. Here's a list of all possible enchants in the game right now. Gear is also able to be rolled with the same enchantment more than once, so if someone wants to go full glass cannon or full tank, it is possible to do. That's it, bye.